Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mary Bunting, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as your city manager. As you know, Hurricane Ian has come and left our region, and Hampton fared relatively well. Of course, we had some minor flooding and some wind damage, some trees down, and some power out, but we are well on our way to recovery from that event. And so it's natural to look outside and see a nice day and think the worst is over. I wish I could say that was the case. Unfortunately, I am here to tell you that we have a major nor'easter that's coming our way, which is going to produce major flooding for our community. For those of you who don't follow the National Weather Service, I wanted to come to you and make an appeal that you take this event very, very seriously. And that's because the National Weather Service is predicting that we will approach, if not exceed, 7 feet at high tides beginning Monday afternoon around 4 p.m. For those of you who don't maybe know what that means, I want to compare that to Hurricane Sandy, which was 6.9 feet, or the November nor'easters that many of us remember, which was at 6.77 feet. So when we're talking about that 6.9 or 7 feet that the National Weather Service is now predicting, we're talking about significant flooding, particularly in low-lying areas. Low-lying areas occur throughout our community. Some of those, and this is not an exhaustive list, but some of those include Buckrow, Grandview, Fox Hill, Fort Monroe, the downtown area, the New Market Creek area, again, just to name a few. If you are not sure about what type of area you live in, please know that you can check the state website, knowyourzone.org, to find out your evacuation zone and the status of your neighborhood in terms of heeding special warnings around potential flooding. I do want to urge you that at these levels, we are going to see impassable roads in many of these areas. And while we want to be able to serve all of our residents, when we get impassable roads, it becomes unsafe for our fire engines and ambulances, as an example, to come down and help people. So that's why it's really, really important that people who live in these areas consider evacuation. If you are considering evacuation, which we strongly encourage you to consider, we want you to be prepared when you leave your home by taking important documents, taking prescription medicine or specialized medical equipment that you may need. Make sure that you have emergency supplies. And consider going somewhere where you will be most comfortable. Another family member on higher ground, a friend on higher ground, a hotel, maybe just getting out of the area altogether. Because while we will be announcing a public shelter on Monday morning, and we are glad to take anybody there that needs the sheltering, it will never be as comfortable as a hotel or a friend or family's home. If you do choose to come to a public shelter once we make those announcements, please make sure you bring those materials that I just talked about, because we will not have things like your personal medical supplies available for you. Your emergency management team has been actively working and preparing for this storm as we did with Hurricane Ian. For instance, the public works crews have been out all weekend. They have been clearing storm drains and ditches. They have been picking up bulk trash that has already been put out. If you have not already put out bulk trash, please do not put it out. We will not be picking up trash on Tuesday because this event is expected to be a multiple day event. Monday's trash we will pick up very early in the day, but please do not be putting out trash for Tuesday. I also want to encourage folks to avoid the beach. I know it's very tempting to go out there and see the waves, but we are going to be having major wave action, and that is going to be fueled and propelled by wind gusts of up to 50 to 55 miles per hour, making it very unsafe for people to be on the beach or to try to be riding those large surfs. We really encourage you to not do that. It ties up our public safety officers, making sure we're keeping you safe, and we don't want anybody harmed in this event. I do want to encourage you to continue to stay in to hampton.gov, our internet site and our Facebook page for updates on the storm. I will be coming to you and giving you regular updates, but for now, the major takeaway is this is going to be a significant event, more significant than Hurricane Ian was for us. While our hearts and prayers go out to those who were really impacted by Hurricane Ian, We need to make sure that we are taking care of our community now. You're in good hands. Hampton has always been a resilient community. Your city government team is here to take care of you, but please do what you can as individuals to prepare your family and consider the appropriate actions as these high flood waters come our way. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back with more information as it becomes available.